and gentlemen. Getting up at the crack of noon. Oh, feeling much better today. Slept like so long I don't even know how long it was. I don't know when I fell asleep and I don't know when I woke up. Well, I do. I woke up like 30 seconds ago. But so we are on to the Carolina Hurricane. Now, I do believe that hurricane is the plural for hurricanes. There is lots of hurricane. I don't think it's hurricanes. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I guess if the Leafs can call the Leafs Leafs instead of leaves. It's not Leafs. There's one leaf. There's many leaves. They can't even get that right. But we're not talking about Toronto today. We're talking about Carolina. Carolina's got a lot going for it, but it's got a lot of work to do too. They have an excellent defense as far as youth is concerned. Noah Hanifin looks like a young suitor. And they have Slavin, they have Piche, they have, what other ones am I missing? Slavin, Piche, Hanifin, and they have Fleury coming up too, who looks like a good one. Probably not a top one or two, but he should fill out pretty good. Pretty solid all the way through as far as defense is concerned. They, unfortunately, though, do not have any goaltending really at all. They have the worst goaltending in the league. If I were Francis, what I would do is pretty much get goaltending at any cost, because I have had the painful experience of watching the Oilers for the last 6 years, and their constant rotation of poor goaltending, which I think killed their development of their youth. I know that seems odd to say, but if you ever played the game, if you're trying to accomplish something in hockey and your goaltender is not good, it is really hard on the psyche. For forwards, you don't feel like you can take any risks. You feel like you have to play a safe game, so your scoring goes down, which is what happened with the Oilers. Everybody was asking, they got all these young kids firepower, how come they're not scoring? Well, it's because they were afraid to make a mistake. They couldn't miss the net, say, to the opposite side and come back, because they were too afraid their goaltender wasn't going to stop it. Defensemen as well, if you're an offensive defenseman, like what was Smith there that they had that they picked up, and now he's over in Pittsburgh doing really well. He was like walking on glass, it seemed, because one mistake and you're in trouble. And if you're a young defenseman, you're going to make mistakes, and if those mistakes turn into goals, you don't want to blame the goaltender. You quite often blame yourself, or at least over time you start to, and that affects the development of young players. They've got a good young defense there. Do them a favor, get them a goaltender. I don't care what you got to do, really. I know they don't have much money there, but why do you re-up Ward for 2 more years? What do you do that for? He hasn't been good for the last 5 years, and you re-up him for 2 more? Lack, it just looks like he's not going to be... goalies are voodoo. He might come back. He's still young. He still could have a chance. But they gave up a pretty high draft pick for him, and he's not panning out. I think they did that the same year that Buffalo grabbed Lehner. Nobody said anything about them picking up Lack for a fairly high pick, but I did. I was like, the guy hasn't did anything. I'd take Lehner over Lack at that time any day. So they're kind of screwed that way. Their offense is okay. They certainly have to get some more offense. The good thing about that is it's easier to draft forwards than it is, or it's easier to get forwards than it is defensemen. So that's not really the biggest issue. Francis has did a pretty good job up until now, except for the goaltending thing, and they really have to take care of that. And Ron Francis, I mean, I love him. I hope he pans out. He was like so great for that organization. He was amazing in Pittsburgh, one of my favorite players ever. He seems like a pretty smart guy, and he seems like he's doing some pretty good things. Hiring Peters it seems like it's working well. That's the other thing. Their possession numbers are fantastic, but they're still losing. So their coach is doing everything that they can do. Their players are playing well, but their goaltending is really, really bad. And the other day I was saying that good coaches seem to get the best out of goaltending, and that can be true, unless the goaltending just isn't good. And I think in Carolina, the goaltending is just not good, and it has to be taken care of. And I sure hope they do, because they have underrated fans there in Carolina. They got a pretty solid base, and it's growing. If they could get some consistent winning seasons, I think they'd fill the joint. And I hope they do, because we need that market. We love you guys. I am sitting at 40% right now. I think I got about 2% more to go, and I've lost any other things that I want to say. I should really start preparing for this stuff, maybe. Nah, that'll do it. 42%. Have a great day, guys. It's martini o'clock, apparently. My wife wants to go out for martinis, so I had to wake up for that. Could be worse. Have a great day.